Hello! Excuse me. I had a cheese Danish before I came up here and ate it really fast, so here's hoping I don't get the hiccups. Give me just a moment. Also, apologies, there will be no music today. Drawing streams are just kind of an iffy thing right now. I'm still trying to figure out how to make it all work, and if I sound different, it's because I'm using a different microphone. Because today I'm using the microphone in my laptop instead of my Blue Snowball like usual. Because I am terrified of double audio again. And if I have double audio again, I'm going to be very, very upset. But please tell me if I do. Please tell me if I have double audio. Because in testing for this, with this microphone, I didn't have double audio. But I would if I plugged up my 50s. I would sometimes with the Blue Snowball, and I absolutely did if I had my Bluetooth headphones connected. So, you guys can find music and play that in the background, but I can't play music on the stream. So find your own music to enjoy, and I shall find mine through my desktop computer. But, give me just a moment. Alright. My story is uploaded. I've got my headphones. I'm not used to leaving things so quiet on you guys' end. So sorry about that. I have my computer open. I have OBS open on my computer as well, so I can see chat through there. I guess I could also open it up on my phone. Alright, there we go. Now I can see Stream Manager. Right there. There we go. And nobody's here, but that's fine. And start my music. And hopefully it won't be insanely boring. Okay, so I've got 4 characters. No, 5 characters that I want to do drawing studies of. First 2 will be my wife, SAMUS, and then that Spot, because I love he's so shape. I love him very much. So I even named the file wife. I don't even know. Yeah, you can't see it because of how I cropped clips through your paint. But it is what it is. Also, by the way, for right now, I won't really take any suggestions because I don't want to get overwhelmed. But maybe if we draw pretty quick, then I might decide to be like, hey, my suggestions. But not right now. And I don't normally listen to Daft Punk, but I've been having a bit of a nostalgia itch, so that's what I'm listening to. So I couldn't find like a normal picture of SAMUS, so we're working with what we got. But I wanted to do a power suit study because of just the fact that, like, I'd be able to draw Zero Suit Samus very easily, but I wanted to study the general, like, way the suit is, because it's different from how her regular body is. I might also do a study of the fusion suit as well, because that one's quite different from many of the other ones. Even the Dread suit is more similar to the power suit. This is kind of, I don't normally break things down into shapes, but it's a study time, a study session. Yeah, so, oops. She's got a tiny head. No head. And there's the knee plates. Also, doing a study of the power suit might help with some of my own character designs. And right now I'm just kind of tracing over to see how it feels. Make some notes, like the hands and the feet are quite small because of how bulky the suit is. And of course, the iconic shoulder pads are there. And this is the Prime 1 model specifically, and I've noticed that even with perspective differences, I believe there is a slight difference in length between the gun and her regular hand. Also, I have tea with me. It's mint tea with some vanilla, and it's pretty good. But let's turn that down a little. I'm still figuring out the general setup for drawing streams. And I decided to crop the window capture a little bit, just so the actual like drawing part would be bigger. But that's about it. And then I think next, aside from this, set that to multiply actually. That way we can still see my wife. And I think next I want to see, I know how that works pretty much. I might look at some more images off to the side, off stream, like on my phone. Power suit. Images. That's not a power suit, that's a dread suit. I suppose the dread suit would be the new quote unquote power suit, but like, should look at the Prime 1 suit actually. Suit Prime 1. There we go. There she is. The Varia suit should be more specific. My wife! I think I'd probably have the easiest time drawing the fusion suit because that one's so much more slim and like organic-y than the power suit. And I'm not really good with drawing like mechas and stuff. And technically, just the design for the power suit would fall under mecha territory as like art wise. So yeah, her head very much comes down like this, like a chozo. We'll get to some other characters in a bit. I've got 5 characters planned. For now, it's just Samus and the Spot, because they're my faves. And then after that, we'll be doing some Deltarune and Undertale characters, because those are very much, because they're sprite work type designs, there would be much more wiggle room for like what to do with them. So there's how the helmet works. I'd say because of the sheer mass of the shoulders, they're probably like roughly twice the size. Should make little notes. 2 times head. 2 times head. Like really, really big. And most of the time, the height ends about the same as her head. Man, the only games we'll see the original power suit in again will be in the Prime games, because the Prime games happened before. What was it? Oh, it was between Metroid 1 and Metroid 2. That's when the Prime games happen. And the power suit is lost in Metroid 4, because Metroid 1 is the NES game. Metroid 2 is whenever she goes to SR388 to destroy all the Metroids, which is not fully successful because the baby. And Metroid 3 is Super Metroid, and Metroid 4 is Fusion. And Fusion, the X show up, and she unfortunately loses her suit. And that's not even spoilers, because it happens in the very beginning of the game. I'm sure I could try to simplify her design at some point. Yeah, I definitely prefer to work with the Fusion and Dread suits, but I do think really that's just more of a reason to work with the power suit, because it's much more out of my comfort zone than the other two. Besides, I really like the design from Prime 1 as well as Super Metroid, because some of the official art really help show you how, why the power suit is the power suit and how it works and how bulky it is. Although it doesn't really quite fit in canon anymore, it's still a very, very lovely design. Ooh, that's how it works. Okay. Also, I've been thinking about next drawing stream next Friday, and it might not be a drawing stream, but it'll still be an art stream. Because I got a program called Asaprite, and I would really like to play with it a bit, and I'd like to play with it on stream. And I think it would just be really cool, because it's like a little pixel animation program. Honestly, I kind of miss Tiny Hip Samus. The way, she was bigger at the shoulders than at the hips. I miss that. Because, it was just fun. It was just interesting and different from most depictions of women in video games. I mean, I like the Dread design, but I don't like Mercury Steam's rendition of the power suit. It's just, I don't like it. It's weird. The shoulders are huge, which is a normal thing, but they're huge, and everything else is super skinny, and I don't like it at all. So I've got my own gripes with certain renditions of the iconic power suit. And what's funny is that I own the special edition of Samus Returns. But yeah, I've always just had this big gripe with the suits in that game. The gravity suit is really, really hot though. I like that one a lot. I didn't mind making her legs a little bigger though. I forgot about her arms. We'll get to that point. We'll do more arm later. I want to do the legs. What? Draw my wife. Figuring out how to draw my wife, because I love her very much. Your killer knee pads. Let me just like put that in real quick. I'm sure we'll be able to clean things up and proportion things out better once the sketch is out. I won't be lining these though, because I don't want to spend all day doing studies. Because I don't want to get frustrated or anything. Sometimes that gets frustrating. And that's when you know you need to take a break. So I know my limits. Ooh, you know, I love the Dread suit design. It's great, and Mercury's team has gotten really good, like already with how they interpret Samus's design. But the only weird thing about the Dread suit, and this is gonna sound really weird at first, but you'll understand once I explain it, but like her butt looks weird. Because there's no butt crease, and hearing that you'll be like, oh, this is because you want to look at her butt. No, it's because without the butt crease, she looks like she has diaper butt, and that's weird. It's very, very weird. I don't like it. Bring back the butt crease. It's not even about looking at butts, it's just about having a good design. Like, that's the only thing I don't like about the Dread design, is that her butt looks funny. Because you'd be surprised how often you see Samus's butt while playing Dread. What's on here? Let me turn on my fan real quick. It's toasty. Don't like it. It's too hot. Let's see, how many of those are there? There's like 4 of them. I will not draw all of them. Just that works. Her design is so high detail, but I need to like do studies of stuff like that. I feel like further down the road, I could do little like design studies of like people's OCs or something. Proportionately, her legs look weird without her arms, but we'll get there. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Actually, no, we can fix this now. Because right now I'm just doing a general design study because her shape is very much, her shape right now is very much beep, 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 triangle, upside down triangle. Even without the shoulders, she's still an upside down triangle. And that's what we're trying to go with here. Is an upside down triangle. Also, I've been using this Millie pen recently because this file over here is my birthday file, and I've been using the Millie pen for it, and it's quite nice, quite fun. Besides, it gives it I feel like it frees me from being so overly reliant on staying on model. When have I ever been known for staying on model? Ma'am, your legs are too dark. It was like that. Then, of course, there's these. It goes from big to slim real dramatically. There's a line down the middle. Okay. And of course, there's another one over here. Spots! She's got spots! And of course, oh, this is in 3 segments. Interesting. That goes like that. That goes like that. And she's got like weird underwear looking things. That goes like that. I love overly detailed sci-fi designs. I just don't like drawing them. This way she's my wife, but I hate drawing my wife because she's so complicated. She's got a whole like complicated backstory and everything slapped on her design. And we're not even gonna bother with the hand right now, but I think I got this done pretty good because it like does sound both the inside and the outside. Beep. Oh, and I forgot they're sharp pins. We'll worry about that later. I think I made her legs too big. No, let's shrink one leg at a time. Be better. Oops. I'm very much known by my friends for patchworking my designs a lot before like going into detail and stuff. But you know what? No one can perfectly do everything, and you gotta learn how to work with imperfections. Really, I just want to capture all the details because I don't want to miss anything. But you need to learn how to not do that. Like the little animations. How is she drawn? Like there. It's my wife. Here she is in all her powerful glory. Wife. Yeah, that's how you break her down into her basic shapes. I'm not used to doing what cartoonists do. I'm not used to drawing characters that aren't mine. I never make fan art ever because I'm a recovering perfectionist and I'm learning how to not be like that. And it takes a lot of time. But we can do it together. We can do it. Her gun is like a smushed cylinder in Prime 1 and 2. I don't know if it's like that in Prime 3. I think this Mario suit I'm looking at on my phone is from Prime 3 though. It's a good design though. I like Prime 3. Prime 3 is my favorite out of them all, and most people say Prime 2 is their favorite, but that one's my least favorite out of them. And that would break the hearts of multiple people who are also Metroid fans. But like, oh my god, there are multiple bosses that are just absolutely awful, and I don't like them, and they ruin it. There's too many things that I don't like in Prime 2. It's a good game. It's just the least in the 3 for me personally. I need more people to understand that something may be a least favorite, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's hated. There's just more things I have gripes with in 2 than I do in 1 and 3. Even though 1 is quite bare bones. And I do like some of the areas in Prime 2, but Prime 3 is where it's at. I love Prime 3. I miss Daft Punk. They're so good. You know what? Let's just try to make it not super complicated this time. Alright. And of course there's the lights, but whatever. We can get to that later. We all know who this is. You recognize her. She's a very recognizable character. My wife. Gosh, one of these days I'm gonna get a capture card and I'm gonna play all the Metroid games I have. There will be some that I'll have to play on emulator, like the handheld ones, but I do own them, so I'm comfortable with playing certain games on emulator as long as I own them, or they only have fan translations, like Mother 3. Because honestly, I'd love to get into speedrunning Metroid games, because I've tried speedrunning Zero Mission before, and I got pretty decent at it. Not like actual like professional pace, but like, hold on. They really did make her other arm not very interesting. They kind of did with some of the items in the Prime games, but overall, like, because like they moved the grapple beam from the gun over to the other arm in the Prime series just to make things a little easier. She looks awful janky right now, but that's because first attempt is always a little janky. Let's see. Yeah, no heals. Yeah, I remember originally whenever the official design, like the final solid design for Zero Suit Samus came out, it said on the thing, no heals, do not give her heals. And then bam, immediately they gave her heals. It's like, what have you done to my wife? She needs regular shoes. And some people have like tried to justify it, like, oh, she's allowed to be feminine. Well, yeah, but like heels, no. She's got work to do. Femininity for Samus is like just having long hair and maybe wearing some mascara and eyeliner, maybe some makeup, look nice. But like, femininity is different for everybody. It's a big shoe. No, she's got tiny feet. And I love a lot of different fan interpretations. And it's difficult for me to find Samus art that I actually like. I mean, Zero Suit Samus. Regular Suit Samus, very easy to find good art. But Zero Suit Samus, a lot of it tends to be a little pandery for the cishet male gaze, and I don't like it. I give her muscles, make her strong. And honestly, those things are the reason why Prime 1 has my absolute favorite Zero Suit Samus design. Or not really Zero Suit Samus, but rather just helmetless Samus. Because I think Prime 1's design was supposed to be like Super Metroid's design. And so all of her hair is pulled back. It's like this light blonde. And she looks so cool. She looks so cool. But then they fucked it up in Prime 2. It's such like a well-known image too. Because she looks so weird. She looks so weird. But they fixed it pretty well in Prime 3. It still uses the yellow blonde design, but it's better. It's not too bad, at least. I'll fix that shoe in a minute. I just want to draw more of it out. Shoes! They look like loafers. The way I drew it makes it look like a loafer. A loafer with an absolutely wild tongue. One of the biggest reasons why I'm not playing music on stream is specifically because my last drawing stream had the worst audio ever, and it still somehow got like several copyright things. And thankfully, if you're not getting any sort of money from it on YouTube, you don't get copywritten at all. Or you don't get like punished for it for having copywritten content, because you're not earning any money from it. So you just need to be aware that like if you earn revenue from that video, you're gonna get in trouble. But what's so stupid is that both of my Deltarune videos so far have gotten copyright claimed for a singular song each. The first one was The World Revolving, and then the next one was some remix that wasn't even in it. So I think YouTube's detection software is a little flawed in that kind of way. These are things that like nobody talks about, and I'm learning for the first time on my own. And it's my wife. I drew my wife. Let's shrink her down a little bit so I can do a study of that spot. He should be a lot easier. Look at him. I love him so much. He's so shaped. I love him. He's great. I haven't even seen Across the Spider-Verse, but like I saw him and I was like, oh my god, I love him so much. I am a spot enjoyer. He's so cute. I love him very, very much. He's very much like rectangle shaped. And it's a little wider at the top because of his shoulders, but he's got very spindly limbs. He's thick in the middle and skinny everywhere else, which is a body type you don't see very often in like media in general, especially animation, because it's a bit difficult to learn how to do this kind of body type, because most of the time figures that you learn how to draw are like more part of like what's considered conventionally attractive, like an hourglass, or just really any body type as long as it's skinny. But like he's thick in the middle, and I love it. It's great. He's got a lovely, lovely body type. He's so shaped. And of course, here's his head. He's got the long blocky head. I should do character studies of like all of the Spider-Verse characters, both into and across. And once Beyond will come out, then I'll be able to do some studies of new characters in that as well. And it's just So in general, we got this as well. I need to do more character studies regularly. I've taken life drawing, so I know in general how to study a figure pretty well. But it's a little different with animated characters because they may not quite follow conventional rules of real life, which is absolutely amazing. It's fun, and I love it. Oh, I'm in live for over half an hour, and I'm already on the second character. The stream might be a bit shorter than I thought. We'll deal with the spots on the spot in a minute. Now, when his hips go up like that, he's got no skinny legs. I need to get better at drawing skinny legs anyway, because I have skinny legs, and even when I draw SAMIEL, I still give them legs that are a little too thick. Because I'm not really good at drawing like thigh gaps and stuff. I've always drawn very thick characters. I've always made my characters all like big and meaty because that's the body type I would like to have myself. But with having a hypermobility disorder, that makes it really difficult. I can't really exercise as diligently as other people can because I have to like maintain a very delicate balance of not hurting myself while also not letting my muscles atrophy. So I've just kind of been stuck at this point where like I'm a little more muscular than I used to be, but it took 3 years to get to this point. And then my health is in much better quality than it used to be. Let's do a tiny study like this one. Little tiny little spot. Because sometimes warming up like that helps a lot. His shape like... He's got very long, spindly legs. I love his legs. They're so cute. He's such a good design. That's how he's shaped. And I especially wanted to study the spots design and body shape because I wanted to give one of my characters that body type. I just wasn't very good at drawing it yet. And after seeing him, I was like, yes! I can study him! I love his body type. It's great. My nose is running now. Why is my nose running? He's just a guy. And didn't he become like this because he got hit by like a bagel or something? Because I keep seeing memes regarding that. And I think it's a little funny. Spider-Verse. Beep. And of course, I do know about several spoilers because people don't know how to shut up on the internet, but that's fine. That's totally fine. It is what it is. Oh my goodness. I just thought about something. I was looking at my follow goal, and what if we hit it before next Friday? That'd be cool. I mean, like, isn't that a requirement? But like, imagine, because then we'd be able to play spooky games more, and it'd be fun. But no jump scare simulators like Five Nights at Freddy's. I love FNAF very much, but like I can't play it because I have a shitty heart and it sucks. It's easier when you watch people play it because you're not the one in control. You don't get jumped because it's your own fault. You get jumped because it's somebody else's fault. And I don't know, sometimes you can like tell because you're not in like panic mode or anything. But when you're in control, holy shit. Because I tried playing Pizza Sim and couldn't do it. Even though that one has the cheapest jump scares, couldn't do it. But other games, I've got other horror games, or other spooky games that I'd be able to play. I wanted to play Phasmophobia on my birthday, but my friend Vince, unfortunately works on my birthday because he had just gotten his schedule either yesterday or the day before, and so it was like, no. But I hope eventually I could play that on stream because like, and I know about the jump scares in that game. There's not really jump scares. It's like, ooh, spooky. Uh-oh, you're screwed. And besides, it's not just in your face. It's like, run. It's just a guy. This Spot. I love him very much. Alright. Alright, now we can see a bit better. I've noticed a lot of people who draw the Spot don't really do his body type justice. I've seen a lot of people like give him like a fat dumpy or like make him kind of skinny, but like they don't draw him the way he is. His ass is flat. Flat ass. Rip. He has a flat ass. And it fits him perfectly. Don't give him a fat dumpy. He does not have fat dumpy. No fat dumpy. No fat dumpy. He is as flat as can be, and he rocks it like crazy. Please skip this song. Don't like it. No fat dumpy. No fat dumpy. He's like, he's just thick in the middle. And like, it's different if like someone like, there's a difference between like when somebody gives him a fat dumpy versus someone who makes him skinny just all the way through. Is like, don't like it. Like, giving him a fat dumpy is like, okay, he's still fat. You just gave him a big booty. But when someone makes him just skinny all the way through, that's different. He's not skinny. He's got skinny limbs. He's got skinny arms and legs, but he's big in the middle. He's got this. Don't get rid of this. It's great. No, I'll try my best to do him justice, but no promises I might mess up. Because, like I said, this isn't a body type that I'm familiar with drawing. And that's why I'm doing the study to practice. Also, his figurine is great. All the figurines are really, really good, but like, I'm glad that his figurine does him justice. Nice arms skinnier than that. He's got little skinny spindly arms. Oops. Can't fucking draw hands. Hold on. You like look at my own hand. You're like, which way is this supposed to face? Oh wait, it's just literally just that arm. That I'm trying to draw his hand like this, and just look at that. But like a little different, just like with the fingers out like this. The way I usually draw hands is showing so bad. But I'm trying. It just takes time and patience. It's a learning process. We're just learning right now. The thing about the Spot's body type is that it is a fairly common body type. You just never see it in media, and that's really unfortunate. So when I saw him for the first time, I think I already said this, but like I was like, oh my god, I could draw him. Look at him. He's so shaped. That's a shape you never see. And also, he's got very long, spindly arms. Cartoony, spindly arms as well. Is great. He's just a spindly guy. He's still thick in the middle. It's great. And I know that the old Spot is the standard marbled body kind of look. He's your typical beefy guy, but like, not anymore. No. Spider-Verse knew what to do with him. I'm gonna decapitate him real quick. I need to fix his neck. And then I'll resize the head accordingly. I just kind of slapped on a shape for the head. I'm sure I'll make it a little better. Maybe. I didn't know yet. We're just working with what we got. No, I mean, it's not too big. A delicate balance. I mean, the thing I need to make his shoulders a little more out like this. Oh, I need to move him up a little. I might post these later today on my Instagram. I'm thinking about it. Either that or I'll clean them up and then post them. Because I don't post sketches very often. Or I could save them for a little while after my birthday post as like a filler. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out later. I gotta digest my thoughts and be like, what should I do? What should I do? I should probably be like, hey guys, uh-oh. I just hop into my group chat and my friend Lily, who I mentioned before, is like, guys, I'm getting followed by someone, LMAO. Why are you saying LMAO? That's a little scary. Are you okay? Ooh, you know who else I should do studies of? I should also try drawing Panty and Stocking from Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt, because they're very cartoony looking most of the time, and I feel like that they would also be pretty good for character studies. I need to learn more stylization stuff. It's good stuff. You know what? His feet can clip into the void. It's fine. Because I was looking through my other chat and I forgot I talked about how there are going to be 2 new Panty and Stocking figurines and they look amazing. I don't even own any figurines, but my god, I want them. I want them. They're so cute. They're so cool. I love them. They're so like, they look like they do in the freaking anime. It's great. Anyway, let's see. Do I have any like, fancy brushes? A like gouache or something. What about this? Ooh, there we go. Perfect. Look at him. Now he's the spot. He's not just some guy. He's the spot. He's got spots, and then like everywhere. There we go. There's our guy. There's my favorite guy from the movie I haven't seen yet. He's all spotty. He's got spots everywhere. He's got big old tummy spots sometimes too. And I like it. It's cute, funny frame. Doesn't much of bread come out. It's funny. There he is. There's our guy. He does look a little skinnier than I wanted him to look, though. Well, we can fix that, though. Just, like, thicken him up a little. Real easy peasy. There we go. Now he's not super skinny. That's a bit better. I need to work more with studying his figure over time, but I think that's good for now. It's our guy. It's the spot. I'm gonna take a picture and send him a group chat. Look at him. He's great. I'm proud of how he looks. This is my first time drawing him, and he looks great. I'm happy with this. Look at him. Look at him. He's great. I drew my wife and my favorite guy. That looks so good. Yee! They're so cute. You can turn on those layers. Alright. New illustration. It's time for some silly guys. Or rather, not all of them are guys. I just learned that JEVIL is non-binary, and I've been calling them a he, him for forever. On accident. I did not know they were non-binary. I fucked up. My non-binary card has been revoked because I misgendered a non-binary character. But you know what? I've learned. I learned my lesson. Yeah, I also had to find a very goofy image of JEVIL. I couldn't find like a transparent like with SPAMTON and Stans. It's Tumblr Sexy Man time. We're drawing all three of them here. And what's great about them is that this part will definitely be more up to interpretation because of their sprite work. One thing I've noticed is that JEVIL is a very round character. Very round. And then there's points with the hat. Round but spiky. Like those little weird little spiky ball earrings you'd sometimes see. With the like, I don't know, silicone or something. I think they're little goofy things. And I remember the first time I saw them as a kid, I thought they would be painful for some reason because they're pointy. But now I know that they're actually quite soft. And of course this, which many different people have drawn in different ways. I've seen people put them in slippers, which is really cute. That's kind of what that's like. They kind of have rabbit feet, honestly. And then little mittens. And a little coat thing, little thing. And of course, obviously, their tail. Let's set that layer to multiply. Actually, no, I can't see that now. Oh, what is happening there? Ugh, I spat on my screen when I did that. You know what? No, let's just set that to normal and like do that maybe. Oh, but then we won't be able to really see. Well, we can kind of see that. I think SPAMTON will be the most fun to draw because he's real pointy and real silly. Alright. So, like I said, they have a very round head. Round but spiky. And I think I want to do the whole like silly frilly collar thing. because that's always fun. They kind of have like this kind of like classic clown eye design. Silly guy. Silly thing. Silly creature. They're just a creature. Yes, it's time to share a silly fun fact. My mom has colorophobia, so I feel like if she saw JEVIL, she'd probably be like, "Ooh, creepy little creature." Her colorophobia has gotten better over time, though, mostly because she really wanted to watch the It movie, the new one, and usually just like had to look away at certain parts. But she handled it pretty well. I feel like it's less of terror and more of just like getting the wiggies or whatever. That's what I tend to call it when you're kind of weird out. Call it the wiggies. They're so shaped. Everybody's so shaped. And they kind of have like these little rabbit feet. Really, really big silly feet. Yeah, these last three will be real easy and quick because these three characters have much simpler designs. We at least want to try to have fun with them. Today's stream will be fairly short, but that's not always a bad thing. I should try doing more fan art and stuff every once in a while. I said that before, but then it never happens because usually I'm like, oh, I should do this like right now. I should do this right now because it's important. But I guess that's one thing I could do for drawing streams is I could either try doing more SAMIEL drawings with some character studies as well because I'm actually really enjoying this. I got really frustrated with last week's drawing stream, and no, I'm not talking about the audio issues. I'm talking about just doing it. I got really frustrated with how the sketches were turning out, and I was getting a little embarrassed. But this time I'm much more comfortable, and I'm having a good time. I got little rabbit feet. Alright, now here's our favorite salesman, 1997, who was made of triangles, kind of triangles and like one trapezoid. That's literally it. That's it. That's all there is to. That's it. There's all there is to Spanton is just this. He's just a guy. Well, there's other certain details like in the shop we get to see how he looks up close, and the fact that like he kind of has like like a nutcracker type mouth. Yeah, there he is. The way his mouth moves. And the Neo design, even the head is quite different. Like it's a lot longer. It's much sharper. Like this design, his head has some soft corners here and there. Kind of. I mean, in his shop, they like kind of swoop out and come to a point. But like, we're not looking at his shop sprite. We're looking at his rocket sprite. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now he's got some sweet hairdo. There we go. That's Alright, so how am I gonna draw this guy? And like there is a plushie of SPAMTON. I was right about him being such like a marketable plushie type design. I wonder if like plushie wise he was easy to make, because like he's mostly just two types of fabric, black and white, with the exception of the glasses and his little cheeks. But that's it. I think the hardest part that I'm gonna have with drawing him is his freaking head. Maybe not, though. I don't know yet. He's our guy. Our guy. The guy I couldn't beat yesterday, but I will try to beat tomorrow. I like that he's got little rosy cheeks. It's a cute design. Yeah, and he doesn't have his rosy cheeks in the Neo form. I didn't realize that till now. He only has his rosy cheeks in his regular body. He doesn't have them in Neo. No more rosy cheeks. I'm having a hell of a time. I don't know how I feel about this right now. Maybe his design will come together better. Actually, I want to bring his mouth out just a little more. Other people definitely draw him better than I am right now, but like I kind of wanted to stick with the whole like stiff design kind of thing with SPAMTON. He's a very stiff character. Like he doesn't even have a walking animation, and not to mention Neo really helps solidify how like stiff and lifeless his body feels, because like even though it's a completely different body, he can't move. The only thing he can really move is his head, in both regular and Neo. And he's a funny little guy. And I like that some people give him like, I suppose that's what it is. I always thought of this as like a mullet, but like it really, yeah, it is a mullet. He's got a mullet and like a V-neck on. Most people like give him like a popped up collar, but no, it's more like a That's his hair. Yeah, because looking at his shop sprite, it's definitely more obvious that it's part of his hair. He got a silly little design. Little guy. He's just a guy. He's just a guy in a bad spot that wants a friend. Someone to save him. Because we all know that SPAMTON is very much like an Addison. Like, they share quite a few details in common, and the Addisons all show up when you beat SPAMTON as a secret boss. But, like, there's just something happened with him, and it's not really fully explained. It's, like, explained to an extent, but for the most part, it isn't. But yeah, it makes sense for him to wear V-neck just like the Addisons do. Just something happened with him, and now he's in the trash. He's the trash man. He's just a guy. This design is terrible. Hold on. You know what's wrong with it. He's got a big head. I'm not doing big head. I'm not doing him big head justice. I might fix his legs too. I don't know yet. I believe a few theories are like, oh, he fell into the acid or something. I think Mike was the one who scammed him and made him this way. Maybe infected him with a virus or whatever. I think there are so many theories. I'm sure somebody else has come up with that already. I'm just now getting back into Deltarune because of the fact that the date for chapter 3 through 5 is approaching. We don't know when, but it's soon. The longer we wait, the sooner it'll come out. He's just a guy. He's just a silly guy. A silly sweater who wants Cromer. And he also wants to beat my ass. He'll probably beat my ass some more tomorrow, but who knows? Tomorrow's stream will either be really short or take forever. There will be no in between. He's just a guy. He's just a guy. Let's shake him down some. Oops. I Nick slimed him. There we go. So now we have more room for Sans. And then, of course, the iconic Sans Undertale, one of the most well-known characters just in general. How am I gonna draw him? We all know how his head works. He's got like a round face. He's just very round and short. Very simple design, really. And I know some people either draw him as just like with his ribcage out, but his battle sprite makes him look like he's wearing a turtleneck, so that's what I'll draw him with. turtleneck, gym shorts, and slippers. The classic fit. Because sands and papyrus aren't like actual skeletons, they're skeleton shaped monsters. I have a question mark at the end of monsters because, like, really, it's hard to say for sure. Like, they do, well, at least papyrus disintegrates like a regular monster. We don't see Sans disintegrate. We do hear him disintegrate, but people have assumed that the red stuff was blood, but it was probably just ketchup. As like a last little morbid joke to sign off from the genocide playthrough. I need to look at a proper sprite of him. That's how his nose looks. Alright. He eepy. He's so eepy all the time. And weren't there some theories surrounding the fonts used for the Z's at the end of his fight as well? I don't remember exactly. He's a sleepy guy. He's eepy. He's eepy all the time. Maybe I shouldn't draw his shorts like that. You make his legs shorter. He got little tiny legs and oversized gym shorts. He's just a sleepy guy. Just a guy. He's sleepy. There you go. Look at him. He's just a guy. So sleepy. Being very tiny. My least favorite is SPAMTON's. I don't really know how to work with his design quite yet. Maybe it's the little mitten hands I gave him. Maybe I should just, like, I don't know. Give him pointy hands, but, like, not that long. I'll fix that. Give me just a moment. No, my favorite, though, is on this page is definitely JEVIL, but I'm also really proud of how I drew this pot. Here we go. That's a little better. I like his little mitten hands, but it doesn't quite work. I wonder who the secret boss is gonna be for chapter 3, or what they're gonna be like. Because obviously it's not gonna be anybody we know, but it'd be really interesting to find out their backstory. I wonder if they can delve more in depth into the details of whatever's going on behind the scenes. A little better. I don't know. I can't really work with SPAMTON's design as much. He's just a guy. Yeah, then. He's just a guy. He's so eepy. Alright. There you go. Well, today was a fairly short day, but I'm real satisfied with how these all turned out. I know I said I'd probably do some other characters like Painting Stocking, but I'll save that for other times. Maybe once season 2 actually comes out, then I might do a study of them. But that is all. These are the 5 characters I did little studies of, get their design and stuff. I'm real happy with how they turned out. But thank you for visiting. Nice, quiet, peaceful day. There's nothing wrong with that. Who doesn't like a nice, peaceful day? It's a Friday. And, well, as always, thank you for visiting. Have a good day, and farewell.